What the hell is going on with your old 401k or your sleepy IRA? There are other options of things your IRA or 401k can invest in. And we started a self-directed IRA company, Directed IRA, where you can use your IRA retirement account to invest in a small business, to buy a rental real estate, to invest in a private fund, crypto, oil and gas. All these assets, most people are like, holy cow, my IRA could own that? I never knew I could actually invest in that as an asset class. And what is the point of investing in those assets? We think you might be able to get a better return than you are in a mutual fund or an ETF. No, it's not guaranteed. We don't know. It's up to you, but you do even know the options of what you can be doing with your retirement account. You might be someone that knows real estate. You might be somebody that knows tech and startups. You might be somebody that knows crypto or precious metals or have an interest or have success investing in those assets. And you've never known your retirement account could play into those assets. You've been told you can just buy stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Now, if you have a brokerage IRA or a brokerage 401k with a Wall Street type company, you can buy what they let you invest in. And what do they let you invest in? What they sell. They sell mutual funds and ETFs.
And your stock, while you're currently employed,
Yeah.
for any of you listening that are currently employed, you're like, you guys are making it sound better than, no, we're talking about that sleepy IRA, that old 401k. I want to say, if you're currently employed somewhere,
Yeah. Your 401k can be like that. Now, if you're retirement plan age, 59 and a half or more, even though you still work there, you can move it. But the first point here where Mark's getting to is you need to move where you're at. If you're at Fidelity with an IRA, you have a brokerage IRA, or you're TD Ameritrade or Charles Schwab with an old 401k, but you can move. You can move your IRA from Fidelity to an IRA at Directed IRA. Whether it's a Roth IRA or traditional IRA, you can come over here and you can invest in whatever asset you want. The real estate deal, the small business, the startup, the private equity fund. These are all assets that your IRA can actually own.
you are not paying tax to do it. You are not taking the money out of your retirement account. You are not paying an early withdrawal penalty. Your brokerage account representative might scare you with things like that.
Yeah, so if you have that sleepy IRA and a brokerage IRA or the old employer 401k, you can move it. And that's the first step is you need the self-directed account, whether that's a Roth account, Roth IRA, traditional IRA. You can self-direct your health savings account, all these other types of different accounts that we do. But you open that up here. Step 2, you move it. You could say you're firing them, I guess. You could move a portion of it. Let's say you got,
just empty all of it.
let's say you got 300k over at your Fidelity IRA. You could just move over 100k to Directed IRA. Leave 200k doing what you're doing and come over here and get started and figure out what you're doing and make sure that you understand it and have success. But the point is you start taking action and responsibility of your retirement account. I mean, our whole mantra here is take control of your retirement. For so many Americans, the vast majority of their investable dollars is in their IRA or 401k, and they're not even paying attention to it. They're not passionate about it. They're not connected to it. And so we want you to be engaged with it. Whether you're going to go buy stocks or other ETFs or mutual funds, or you want to come over here and self-direct, we just want you to get engaged and make sure you know the options of what you can invest into. But we let you invest in what you want, and we want you to be successful in what you want to invest in. So let's go over some of the things you can invest in once you get to a self-directed IRA. First thing you could do, which was the first deal I did. Hey, I'm cutting in here because I want to make sure you know all the stuff I'm talking about on my YouTube channel, investing in alternative assets, whether it's real estate or private funds or private equity, oil and gas, crypto, saving on taxes, all these concepts I love and I talk about here. I want to let you know we do this at my company, Directed IRA. So get on over to directedira.com/call and book an appointment with one of our self-directed IRA specialists that'll help you understand how to take control of your retirement. I bought a rental property in Indianapolis for 85 grand. Why did I do that? Because it had great cash flow. It rendered for $950 a month. I owned it for 5 years. It went up to $185,000 when I sold it. And at that point, I was getting $1,200 a month in cash flow. Great investment, way better than the stock market. I just had more success investing in real estate personally outside of my IRA before I did this. And so I thought, I'm actually an expert in this field. I wrote the #1 book on it. Maybe I should be doing it myself. So I went and did it. And I invested in something as simple as a single family rental, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in the stunning town of Indianapolis.
Oof, beautiful, beautiful place. I first invested with my IRA in crypto. And you don't have to have a lot to get started in real estate. There's still banks out there that will loan to your IRA, even if not based on your credit. So you can use leverage inside your IRA to go buy a typical rental property with a mortgage and everything.
Yeah, let's maybe weave in some of the famous examples out there, like Peter Thiel. Okay, he's got the $6 billion Roth IRA, and he's this type of investor that's very sophisticated, knows what he's doing, and likes to use a Roth account. Because why would he use a Roth account? Because every penny you make out of it comes out totally tax-free at retirement. He's over 59 and a half now. He has $6 billion can come out of it. The famous investment that he made was into Facebook. He used a Roth IRA and was the first outside investor into Facebook for 500 grand. I think he got between 10 to 20% of the company. That was worth billions of dollars over time, because obviously Facebook was one of the greatest successes in our lifetime. So he made a lot of money, but he did it with a self-directed IRA. He didn't go buy Microsoft. Why would he do that?
Yeah.
He saw a great investment opportunity and bought a private asset that you couldn't buy with a Fidelity IRA, and he did a self-directed IRA.
I love it. The next thing I did was some ranching. Yeah, you can buy cows, resell them when the prices are higher, put them out to graze during the year and make money. You could do it in a health savings account. And this is not just Roth IRAs or 401ks or SEPs or Coverdales, HSA. It's all of them. You could do it with these tax preferred vehicles. So I know you've been doing a lot of lending too.
Yeah, I've done a lot of private lending. So your self-directed IRA can lend to other real estate investors. So for example, I lent to a real estate investor who was buying a property she was going to flip. She was going to rehab it and flip. I helped fund some of the acquisition and rehab money for her to acquire the property. That was a great buy. She bought it right. She's an experienced investor. And I got 12% interest and 2 points on that loan. So private money investing, where you're playing the bank and the hard money lender or private money lender with your retirement account funds, is very popular. If you're doing it in real estate, you want to get secured on the property with a mortgage or deed of trust. So you're making sure that you're getting protected and you're getting paid out when they sell that property, right? But that's very popular too. And I think getting a good, consistent rate of return there, I've done a lot of loans actually with my retirement account, is another very popular option right now because rates are high. So you can demand a pretty high interest rate because a lot of times they actually can't even go to the bank, right? The bank's not lending on these properties that are in disrepair or they need to close within 10 days. They got a really good deal, but it's time sensitive. A bank's not going to underwrite it fast enough. So there's a great opportunity for private lenders in the real estate space. Oil and gas, a lot of people, we've had that at our Alt Asset Summit. Mark said we've had speakers on oil and gas because sometimes there's a tax strategy for the IDC for more exploratory drilling type stuff, which you want to use personal funds with because you get a personal tax deduction. But there's other types of investments that are just more mineral plays. These are established wells, less risk, and so there's more of a kind of streamlined return you're getting paid based on the production and where oil goes. There's always risks, of course, but there's no exploratory drilling costs. So that's where we see a lot of IRAs invest.
Have you ever bought gold in yours?
I have not bought gold, but we're doing a webinar on gold. So if you're interested in buying precious metals, go to the directedira.com webinar where you got some resources on that. Let's talk about one other thing, then we'll go to some of the things you can't do and just steps to get started. But basically, guys, we want to help you along in this process. And maybe it's for you, maybe it's not. I don't know. But so many people don't even know that they can do this with their IRAs. So we just want to expose you to this as an option. And get to directedira.com and book a point with our sales team. We'd love to help you answer any questions about how to get started and what your options can be. Now, again, we don't sell investments. We're not giving you investment advice. We're going to let you know what's possible and what you can do. Last thing I've done with my account that's kind of popular is investing in a private company. So I invested my Roth IRA into Breeze Airways. Okay, this is an airline. Same founders that started up JetBlue, or this is the team that's doing Breeze Airways now. It's not publicly traded. It's a private company. So we have a lot of people whose IRAs invested in companies that are kind of startups or pre-IPO companies that then later go public as well. And so those are opportunities where your IRA could, of course, invest.
Have you flown in Breeze yet?
I have not flown on Breeze Airways, but I do have a jersey for the Breeze Airways soccer team.
Oh, yeah. Wow. You've got podcast after podcast on creative investments in each one of these areas and what you can and can't do. But hopefully it gives you just kind of a flavor of the possibility. There's a few restrictions, but so much more out there that you may not realize to invest.
Yeah, and one other thing I'll know is we talk about real estate. That's always a common one to understand is when we're talking about investing in real estate, we're talking about holding it for investment in your IRA. I'm not talking about buying real estate that you're going to personally use for your spouse or kids. We're holding these assets for investment purposes, for the rental income, for the appreciation. Same thing, we're investing in businesses. This isn't the business that I work in every day. This is a business I'm acting as an investor in, and I think is a good investment opportunity. So that's how we're thinking about this. Now, there's so much more to this, but we got a whole podcast dedicated to this. You happen to stumble on it. So go binge on the podcast. I wrote the #1 book in the field, the Self-Directed IRA Handbook. It's on the wall back there. That's why
I've read it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's better than okay.
Yeah.
It's 2 thumbs up.
It's pretty good. It's sold a lot of copies, guys. Government regulators buy my book. Most companies in the industry buy my book to train their employees. So we're lawyers and we're trying to make this fun and light and open your eyes to what's possible. But we also have researched this on what you can and can't do and the rules and are serious about it in terms of how we operate the business and actually go over the policies and procedures of what you can do. So I just want you to let you know, feel comfortable that you're here learning in a place where we've really researched this and taken the time. And we have, of course, so many other things. The webinars we're doing, our conferences and events where you can learn more and network with other people that have done this. So we hope you found this informative. Please book a call with our team. Like I said, get to directedira.com and schedule that call or open the account. You can do it fully online, and we're here to help you along the way so that you can take control of your retirement.